Okay, today we're taking a look at the $2 bill. Now this is an unopened brick of $2 bills, which they are printed in Fort Worth, Texas. Currency does not come from the mint. Sometimes people think, because it says Philadelphia on the front, that it was made at the Philadelphia Mint. That's not the case. It actually was made in Fort Worth, Texas at the Bureau of Engraving. What this Philadelphia part means is it was made for the Philadelphia Reserve Bank. Now the Federal Reserve has 12 different banks. There's actually 24 and there were 25 banks, but under the 1913 amendment there are only 12 different names, and Boston's the first, then New York, Philadelphia is one of them. And let's take a look here. So this is unopened, it came from a pallet. There's a bunch of different twos that come on it. They have this barcode. Okay. Now let's take a look at the different parts on the two. First, you have the wrapper. This is the $200 mark. There's 100 of these in here. Some people like to collect these. And a fact they have on here is if there was a misprint with the bills, that will be a star. Some of you want to look through here, see if you see a star. Those are highly collectible. People really like the stars. Okay, let's take that off. And let's take a look at a few parts of the bill here. First of all, when you collect money, it's called notaphilia. Not to be confused with the mystics. Just a fun fact there. Here's something interesting. This right here is the Treasury Treasurer of the United States, and this is the Secretary of the Treasury. They're two different people. This person works for the President. This person works with the Mint. And since 1949, every treasurer of the United States has been a woman. Not the case for this role. Now the Series 2013 doesn't necessarily mean it was printed in 2013. That's the design of the bill. They keep printing it until there's a change of some sort. As I said before, that's the Federal Reserve Bank, Philadelphia. They have the marking C. Next, of course, Thomas Jefferson, the third president. He's located on the front of the bill. And he has been on the majority of $2 bills. He wasn't on the first. He started being on them in 1869. And there was a change up, I think in the late 1890s for a period of time, and then he was back in 1917. So he's been there ever since. Right here is a seal. The Department of the Treasury, 1789. And what that means found my paper here. It's the balancing scales at the Department of the Treasury. It's their little seal. Yeah, it's very small, but zoom in here. Underneath are 13 stars, one for each of the original colonies. The keys on the bottom signify the official authority. Okay, over here, that marking is it appears 4 times. Let's find it. Yep. And that is that refers to the Federal Reserve. So as I said, the Philadelphia is the number 3. They're the 3rd bank on the list. So C goes to 3. This also has to do with the plates, where it was lined up. If it was at the top plate, bottom, or left. This is the serial number. Each one's different. Some people like to collect them in order here. See how they're going up? 1, 2, 3. Some people like to look for their birthdays in here, or, numbers of significance. And as I said before, the star here means there was an error. Also, sometimes the bills are off center. These ones are perfectly center, but some of them are printed wrong. Those are also collectible. This little number, that's the serial number on the plate. So the plate was FWG 38. This was FWG 37. FWG 35, 34. They're all in order. Okay, let's see if there's any more in the front here. Oh, this is good to note. Federal Reserve note. There used to be different types. There were silver certificates and a few other ones. And since the 1970s, everything's been Federal Reserve notes. But if you come across an older one, those are collectible as well. On the back, this is the signing of the Declaration of Independence, 1776. The original painting here was done by an artist named John Trumbull. Here's another serial number. And I'm not going to go through the entire list here of people, but Thomas Jefferson, John Adams. There's some kind of fun fact. They think that Thomas Jefferson stepping on John Adams' foot because they had a bit of a falling out. Some people think there's significance with the guy wearing the hat. You can decide for yourself. This is down in Philadelphia, of course. And it's one of the only bills with a bunch of people. Most of them have buildings. So, some other fun facts about the two. Some people like to rip off the corner for good luck, so you'll find a bunch that are missing a corner. Some are mailed with a stamp because during the bicentennial they mailed them around to celebrate the 200 years of independence. And also $2 bills were used a lot at horse tracks as payouts, so they carry some bad luck because they thought that if a politician had twos, it had something to do with them gambling at a horse track and backroom tactics at politics. So that's about all the different symbols here on twos. Go through your twos, see if you can find any stars or your birthday or something of significance, and have fun with them. So let's see if there's anything else I missed here. In comparison to the $1 bill, there's only, I believe, 75 million of these printed a year, which the one gets about somewhere near 1 billion. So these make up hardly any of the money in the U.S. At the moment. But so a lot of people out there like to spend them and get them out into circulation. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact us. This is our website. The $2 bill. Thanks.